Welcome to Winning STL, where we have conversations about how St. Louis can best compete and win in the battle for talent, jobs, growth, and equity. Winning STL is sponsored by the Hartford Small Business Insurance, and we're at the Pitch Athletic Club and Tavern, located at Union Station across from City Park Soccer Stadium. And today I'm absolutely thrilled to be speaking with ESPN play-by-play commentator and St. Louis's own Joe Buck. So Joe, if you've got friends of yours that are in town, where do you take them for a good St. Louis experience when you want to show the area in its best light? Where would you take them?
I have taken people to the Arch, believe it or not. That's one of those things where I didn't go up in it. I went up in it as a kid.
Right.
I'm good. I'm good with one time and that egg thing going up. I put my kids in there. I don't like it.
You wouldn't go with them.
I'm done. I've done it once. My dad did the interview when they were putting the Keystone piece on the Arch, and he's on a platform in the breeze up as they're finishing for Camo X. I'm like, how in the hell did you agree to go up there? And he did anything they asked him to do. But yeah, so I've taken people to the Arch, watched them go up. They loved it. They came right back down, and I was there to salute them. I would take them to Union Station. I would take them to a great meal, and I could list off 5 restaurants right now that would be at the top of my list. I would take them to a Cardinal game. I'd take them to a Blues game. I'd take them to the Muni, which is another place I grew up. My mom was on Broadway in the 60s, and I was just as much immersed in the world of the Muni as I was Busch Stadium, so then you're showing them Forest Park. There's so many, as I said earlier, little pockets of places that people would be stunned or are in the city. I take them to the Cheshire and just see that beautiful kind of old school stone, weird, awesome hotel and weird bar in there that's great. And I would probably take them to the Hill. Every important, as you know, since you were nice enough to read my book, and that's not a plug for my book. You can't find it, and I don't know how the hell you found it.
I found it at
discounts at Barnes
and Nobles.
It's still there.
I found it.
Wow, you got the last one.
Monday.
Yeah, wow. But all of our big family meals were Cunetto's on the Hill. And my dad, when he first settled in St. Louis, it's not like he was Lewis and Clark, but when he first came to St. Louis, he lived on the Hill, and he knew the Cunetto brothers, and then they owned a pharmacy, I believe, and then all of a sudden they opened this restaurant, and my dad went to it and said on the Carney show that he was filling in for, hey, last night I had a great meal at a new place called Cunetto's, and we used to go there as a family, and there was a line around the block, and he was gold to them because he gave them a free plug, and I'd take somebody to the Hill and say, this is old school St. Louis, and people from here, Yogi Berra lived here, and Joe Garagiola, and my dad, and it's just a really cool community in a city that's very diverse and can show you a lot of different things, and I try to show people as much of that as I can.
So Joe, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.